13 Zulu here, Land Monster. Man, has 2025 been a roller coaster of a year right off the bat, and destruction and fires in California. North Carolina still destroyed. Ports of Florida still destroyed. Just, California had an earthquake warning. They said Arizona's on fire. You got the switchover of power coming. Trump inauguration. Biden's hitting the road. Man, I'm telling you. And the one thing I was on my spirit this morning with this video was emergency preparedness and emergency management. You know what I mean? Like all the dudes that were doomsday preppers and the paranoid guys, they kept their house during these fires, or they had everything ready to escape on a moment's notice. Your emergency management, which is a part of critical wealth theory, which is protecting your life, is gonna be, if this fire did affect you, I'm sorry, God bless. Reach out if you need help with information on, what you think you should do. I'll be honest, if my house burnt down, I'm getting out the U.S. You could go to Africa for a year and get a place for $2 or $3 grand and maybe 10 grand, rebuild your life and just go chill for a year and come back if you want to. But a lot of people, if your life completely burnt down, there's no rebuilding it back on. It's just too much. And especially if your insurance company, canceled your policy before this and you have no way of rebuilding back, it's just time to get your passport. I hope you got your passport or at least had it available to take with you. Because my passport travels with me. Mine travels with me. I have stuff in my truck that I can pack up and go. I can pack up at a moment's notice. Not even a moment's notice. I have everything in the truck. You know what I mean? Like, as much as I got caught during the last hurricane down here in Florida. I got caught. The storm was supposed to hit Port Charlotte. I was in Sarasota. I get a warning on my phone. The storm is heading directly for Sarasota, right? So I'm like, shit. So I already had the guns in the bag. I already had a backpack. But I was like, damn, I just grabbed stuff, doing my truck, went up to Bradenton. Storm comes in through Sarasota, but swings up to Bradenton. So I rode it out up there, and we rode it out and we made it. But the thing is, I think emergency management, just looking at everything taking place, emergency management is critical to the 2025, 2026 going forward. You need to have your documents in maybe a quick grab briefcase, passports, birth certificates, titles, gold and silver, cash. Damn, I know somebody lost their Nano Ledger S, or their devices that they had the cryptocurrency on. Just this has shown me that we're fiercely unprepared for natural disasters. Fiercely unprepared for natural disasters. And I think it's up to us to all look at California look at Florida, look at North Carolina, and prepare for in our area that we are in, that we live in, prepare for all contingencies and emergencies, and make sure that, you know, you don't only have a car, that you do have a truck. So if some shit goes down, you got a truck that you can jump in and take off. Like, I would recommend any of the Hummers, the H3, the H2, you know what I mean? Those are, yeah, the H3 and the H2. Those trucks are tough. Those trucks are cheap. You know what I mean? Like, if you go get a Chevy Silverado right now, that bad boy is like 100,000, or for, let's be realistic. With all the packages, maybe 80K for a new truck, but you can go get you a solid truck, you know what I mean, for maybe 10 or 20K. That's something that's old but dependable, you know. And also, I would say just hold on. Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. I was trying to turn on the community notes so I could read comments if anybody had any comments, but my biggest thing is, I just want us all to focus, reanalyze. Definitely on this video, in the comments, share information on if anything happened to you, you know, in storms. Like, did you go through a storm? Did you go through the fire? Have you had any emergency situations that you were ready for? Or did you have any emergency situations that you just didn't, you were unprepared? And I think that type of information will help other people to educate themselves on what to do or what not to do, you know. And my biggest thing is, make sure, like, okay, biggest thing, when you hit the house, make sure that your gas tank is full at night. Make sure that you are reading up on your evacuation routes, you know. Make sure you're reading up on your evacuation routes. Make sure that you know where your local, during the last hurricane storm, I didn't know where the shelters are in Sarasota area. Know where your shelters are. Know where your extra water, or make sure you have extra water. Make sure you have maybe some MREs or some you know, matches and flashlights and batteries that you switch out every year, because this is not going to slow down. These storms, these firestorms, snowstorms, every storm that you possibly could hit, we're getting hit with. Snowstorm, firestorm, fog. Last week it was a fog over Florida that was just, you couldn't see more than a foot in front of you. Where I got objects flying around New Jersey, New York, drones that people don't know who they belong to, you know. And your emergency management is part of your critical wealth theory package of, yes, you must invest and have money, but yes, you must be able to maintain your security. You know, you have to be able to maintain and control your area of operation, your AO, where you live. You must be able to hold it down or defend. Because I'm gonna give a hand clap to a lot of those guys in California that stayed and fought for their house and protected their house, sprayed it. You know, they hooked up their water hoses to the house. They angled that shit just right and went to war. You know, and I give them respect. I give them glory. You know, as warriors, they stood their ground. Nothing like a man that stands on death ground. There's nothing like a warrior who is willing to die where he stands. That's amazing. That's beautiful. For those men out in California, I would say God bless you. You know what I mean? God bless you. But for everyone else, let's get our emergency management up. Let's share information. Let's get educated. Have your bug out bag. have things ready, prepared to leave in 15 minutes if need be. All right? God bless. Hey, leave anything in the comment. Oh Lord, this dude just swung. I know y'all just saw that. Leave just comments. Leave any questions you want to ask. Hit it in the comment, because okay, let me let y'all know my background. 5 years military police, 209th MP Company, 1st MEB Battalion. I did corrections 5 years. Did security for G4S for about 4 or 5 years. I was a road captain for G4S Security, Sarasota, for 5 years. I've done executive protections for Bank of America through G4S. I've worked 2 national conventions, Republican and Democrat. I've been invited to work for a security company down in Colombia to do some training. You know what I mean? Executive protections, emergency management, you know, is my thing. If y'all want to go to my LinkedIn page, the name is Blaine Lambert, aka Blaine Lambert on LinkedIn. You can go look up my LinkedIn page and see I'm not on the Fugazi. You know what I mean? Deployed to Haiti for the earthquake. Operation what was that? Enduring? No, I can't remember. It was Operation something for Haiti during the earthquake. You know, deployed to 5 or 6 deployments in the United States from New York. Oh, Sandy. Deployed to Sandy on Staten Island, Pennsylvania, Ohio. So did work for FEMA as well. So I have a large emergency management background. So any questions, just leave it in the comments, all right? Appreciate y'all. God bless.